Today our topic is how to stop comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others is something almost everyone does at some point in their life. It's natural to look at what others have, what they've achieved, or how they look, and wonder why you don't have the same. But this habit of comparing yourself to others can make you feel unhappy, stressed, and even lost. It can stop you from seeing your own worth and the good things in your life. The truth is, everyone is different. Everyone has their own journey, their own struggles, and their own successes. Comparing yourself to others is like comparing apples to oranges. It doesn't make sense because you are unique. So how can you stop comparing yourself to others? Let's talk about it. First, understand that comparison often comes from insecurity. When you feel unsure about yourself, it's easy to look at others and think that they have it all figured out. But the truth is, no one has it all figured out. Everyone has doubts and fears, even if they don't show it. Social media makes this even harder because people usually only share the best parts of their lives. You see their perfect photos, their achievements, and their happy moments, but you don't see the struggles behind the scenes. Remember, what you see is not the full picture. Instead of focusing on what others are doing, focus on your own life. Ask yourself, what makes me happy? What are my goals? What can I do today to move closer to those goals? When you focus on your own path, you stop worrying about what others are doing. Another way to stop comparing yourself to others is to practice gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful for what you have. It's easy to forget the good things in your life when you're busy looking at what others have. Take a moment each day to think about the things you're grateful for. It could be your health, your family, your friends, or even small things like a good meal or a beautiful sunset. When you focus on the good things in your life, you realize that you have a lot to be happy about. Gratitude helps you see that you don't need to compare yourself to others, because you already have so much. It's also important to remember that everyone has their own timeline. In life, there's no rule that says you have to achieve certain things by a certain age. Some people find success early in life, while others find it later. Some people get married young, while others find love later in life. Some people have children early, while others have children later or not at all. There's no right or wrong way to live your life. Your journey is your own, and it's okay if it's different from someone else's. Don't let society's expectations pressure you into thinking you have to follow a certain path. You're exactly where you need to be right now. Another helpful tip is to focus on your strengths. Everyone has things they're good at, and things they're not so good at. Instead of comparing yourself to someone who's better at something than you are, focus on what you're good at. Maybe you're a great listener, or maybe you're creative, or maybe you're really good at solving problems. Whatever it is, take pride in your strengths. When you focus on what you're good at, you feel more confident and less likely to compare yourself to others. Remember, you don't have to be good at everything. No one is. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, can also help you stop comparing yourself to others. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. You can't control what others do or how successful they are, but you can control how you react to it. Instead of feeling jealous or upset when someone else succeeds, try to feel happy for them. This is called sympathetic joy, and it means finding joy in the success of others. When you practice sympathetic joy, you stop seeing others as competition and start seeing them as fellow human beings on their own journeys. This shift in mindset can help you feel more at peace with yourself. Another Stoic idea is to focus on your own character and values. Instead of worrying about what others think of you, focus on being the best version of yourself. Ask yourself, am I kind? Am I honest? Am I doing my best? When you focus on your own character, you stop caring so much about what others are doing. You realize that your worth doesn't come from how you measure up to others, but from the kind of person you are. It's also important to set your own goals and measure your progress against yourself, not others. When you set goals, make sure they're based on what you want, not what others want for you, or what you think society expects. For example, if your goal is to get healthier, focus on how you feel and how much progress you've made, not on how fit someone else looks. When you measure your progress against yourself, you feel more motivated and less likely to compare yourself to others. Another way to stop comparing yourself to others is to limit your time on social media. Social media can be a great way to stay connected with friends and family, but it can also make you feel bad about yourself if you're not careful. People often post only the best parts of their lives, which can make it seem like everyone else is happier, more successful, or more attractive than you are. If you find that social media makes you feel bad about yourself, try taking a break from it or limiting how much time you spend on it. Instead, spend your time doing things that make you happy and help you grow as a person. Finally, remember that life is not a competition. You don't have to be better than anyone else to be happy. Happiness comes from within, not from comparing yourself to others. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you free yourself to enjoy your own life. You can focus on your own goals, your own passions, and your own happiness. You realize that you are enough just as you are. In conclusion, comparing yourself to others is a habit that can make you feel unhappy and stressed. But by practicing gratitude, focusing on your own strengths and goals, and adopting a Stoic mindset, you can learn to stop comparing yourself to others. Remember, your journey is your own, and you are exactly where you need to be right now. Focus on being the best version of yourself, and don't worry about what others are doing. When you stop comparing yourself to others, you can truly enjoy your life and be happy with who you are.